Hey, what's good? How's everyone doing? I gotta change a couple of settings real quick before we get started. But, you guys can take a look here. Who are we fighting first? There we go. That's our first one for the day. We'll take a look at both of them before we get started. But how are you doing? Let me check, make sure my stuff is working. My mic should be working, but it's not the settings I want. So if I do this, and okay, can you still hear me? Yeah, I can still hear myself. Okay, I need to change my settings very slightly, just get rid of a little bit more noise. There we go. So we should be good now. How's everyone doing? I guess I should play some background music. We got the game going. Pull down my headset a tiny bit. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are paying attention. There's been a little bit of me joking about Monster Rancher lately in the Discord, people talking like they know what the meta is, and then people getting very angry at me on YouTube because they don't understand the basics of the game, of a 20-year-old game. But it's been a fun day to take off and just like read asinine comments about this game, and I'm very excited for what the future holds. I can only imagine it's going to get 100 times worse once the game actually drops. I'm quiet? I am quiet. Let's take a look at that. Where am I on my meter there? Yeah, so I can go higher. So I can do this. Something like that. I'm still not going to clip. That's probably a lot better though. You guys can let me know. How's that? I think that's better. I'm not clipping. I'm pretty close though. But yeah, I'm very excited for December to roll around and for us to have to wade through a million comments from people who are completely uneducated on the game and the processes, and gonna be a lot of eye-rolling moments. So, Wilfred BB8, come here's first time fighting in rank B. Just got him today. Giga Impact offer Yoshimitsu, Mochi, and Edenfell EX. So a bunch of new monsters fighting today. Come here, Yoshimitsu, Mochi, and Edenfell. Of course, the other three have fought before, but they've only fought once in rank B. And here's the other guys. We got Mango Mamba, Karen, Makakino, Crimus, Jape, Astrid, Amuro, and Pirito. So these are the last two sets of monsters fighting before we get to the last chance qualifier tomorrow. So if your monster's not in here, it means that they fought a lot of times already. This is literally just the monsters who have fought the least amount, just to give them one last crack at it before we go into the last chance qualifier. Some monsters like Blancmange that have fought 8 times. I feel like they've had their fair share of fights. He's still going to be first seed overall going into it, so, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so start things off though. I guess I have to actually get 1-player versus 2-player setup. Yeah, it's interesting reading comments from people because 99%, like the reason it's such it's so fascinating to me is because this is the first really, really negative comment I've ever gotten on one of my videos. And I think it's adorable because it's just so wrong. It's not like it's one of those things where if he was making good points, I'd be like, damn, I gotta work on some stuff. But on my first Rancher Rundown video, a guy made a comment saying that I'm trolling and it's not possible to get good stats and also have money, and that I'm just a cheater and all of this stuff, which I think is very funny because nothing I talk about is especially difficult, and nothing in that video except for nothing in that video, literally nothing in that video except for stuff about the port is new info. It's all been known for 20 years. So it wasn't even like, hey guys, here's me telling you how things are. It's like, no, here's a bunch of shit from Monster Rancher Metropolis. Think my mic could be louder still? I'd be clipping if I was any louder. This is as loud as it's ever been. The guy never got past a B rank and is salty, probably. Yeah, I know. I'm still setting up some stuff. I have not get the prediction ready, so you're not missing anything. Okay, so let's get this prediction live. Yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate you letting me know when the screen is not on the right screen. People will be people. That's exactly right. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just dawning on me how bad it's going to get. Predictions live, by the way. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It strikes me as like this is going to become kind of a cesspool, as people who have not played the game at a competent level ever are like, hey guys, guess what? I got the B rank before. It's not possible to get any further. Nobody's ever beaten this game. What I think is really funny though is that I'm gonna make a video about this eventually, so it's interesting that it's a good segue for me, and because this is actually a script I was working on today, but it was basically how to like make tons of bank in this game, and basically the no rest method costs $1,300 a month. That's 2 B rank and 1 A rank tournaments a year. You know what it also is? It's half, or maybe even 1/3 of a single pull from a single expedition. Oh, that's a big scratch. What the hell? If you go on an expedition with a monster that's built to go on expedition, you can easily pull in 50k to 100k. I think the most I've ever pulled in is like 140k in one expedition from all the pure golds and pure platinas I've gotten in Korea. So you just have an expedition monster who's got like 700 intelligence, 700 life, and you make 100k a year. It's so easy to bankroll. Ooh, Cheesy gets a B-Claw, and Wilfred wins game 1, by the way. I didn't mention anything about that. But yeah, so I'm going to be releasing that as more of a super beginner level primer when DX comes out. Just like how to make money and stuff like that. Wilfred with the quick 2-0, the 1-2, 1-2. Yeah, but beating A rank is impossible. So that's the thing that I think is really funny, right? Is I can explain like, yeah, it's easy to get 100k on expedition, and they'll probably just be like, well, yeah, but it's impossible to get your intelligence to 700. It's never gonna happen. Okay, so let me write that down. Cheesy got a B-Clon. That's a 2-0. That was a quick 2-0. You're right that it was actually a scary match for Wilfred. It was not as one-sided as it looked. Oops, my bad. Let's get out of here. You've completed the game without items. It's an entire speedrun category. It's called Shopless. It's hard to beat A rank with Hopper from a disc if you don't know what you're doing. Yes, I agree. If you're completely casual in the game, which is not... I'm not saying that in a detrimental way. I'm saying that in a literally, if you're new and you don't understand the deeper mechanics of the game, yes, absolutely. I can see that being very difficult for most people. As soon as you understand how items work, you can easily clean house with a single hopper. You can beat the entire game very easily. So Wilfred gets the win. Just as an example, I had a brand new file. Mochi. I had a brand new file when the Switch port came out. Okay, 30 seconds left to bet. Yeah, I had a brand new file. I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what the very first monster I get from the shrine is, and then we're going to go with that. Very first monster I got was a purebred mono. One of the absolute worst monsters you can possibly start with in casual play. Maybe the single worst monster you can possibly start with. Terrible stat gains. 250 weeks of lifespan in the port, which is 2 years less than it is in Monster Rancher 2. An inability to chain text because everything's so expensive. It's just awful. Just fucking terrible to make money and get that far. And I beat rank S with him. If it had been Monster Rancher 2, not Monster Farm 2, I would have easily beaten the game. And the thing is, the way I play the game casually is not, it's not especially interesting, right? I don't do anything. Ooh, Fury 1-2 thrust, this can be big. 300 damage minus 37 guts, Mochi in the lead now. I don't do anything that your average other player doesn't do, right? In competitive, I do a lot of things that are very, very different than most people, and even other competitive players. I have my own way of doing things, I have my own workflow, but in casual play, I just play normally. I give them items when I can afford it, and you know, it is what it is. I enter tournaments to make money. So the way me getting to S rank is like not impressive, and also like literally anybody can do it, I think. That's not even a get good type thing. That's just if you understand the basics of the game, you should be able to do this pretty simply without stressing too hard. I'm gonna ask about Monos, but I haven't seen any in tourney. Mono is great in hard mode. He's one of the absolute best monsters in hard mode. There's one in rank S right now in the Battle League. Angry roll attack, 370 damage. Oh my god, Mochi waking up. He did fucking terribly last time. He went 1-6, but he's off to a good start. That's a quick 2-0. You won a tournament not long ago with Mono. That's true, you did. Your romper wall. Pure Mono in vanilla is bad. He has really bad stat gains, and like, yeah, we went over the laundry list of reasons why he's kind of rough to use. But even then, I think anybody with like a cursory understanding of the game could at least get him to A rank without a whole lot of stress. And if you don't, it doesn't necessarily mean anything about your skill or anything, right? It's just maybe you got some bad rolls. Low lifespan. Yeah, Mono has the lowest lifespan in the game at 350 weeks. But in the port of Monster Farm 2, all the monsters have 100 less weeks of lifespan. So Mono's lifespan is literally 2/3 what it is normally in Monster Rancher 2. Okay, prediction is live. Come here in Yoshimitsu. This name is not compliant with our guidelines. Don't fuck with me. Why is it like this? Oh my god. It's just a glitch. Yeah, I can't, okay, we're not doing a bet for this one. I'm not fucking around with it today. Just messing with Dana and went, yeah, she'd be a pain in the port. She would be. No, JP, there wasn't a prediction. Oh, the sleep tight lands. One hit KO. 833 damage. Tiny Yoshi. Tiny squished Yoshi. Yes, JP, you missed it. Classic JP. Always missing stuff. We do have the source code to find Wakaza. That's true. That's why they did it. They did it for me. That's Cloud. JP, is your sound on right now? He's at work. Big kicks. I'm being too inappropriate again, that's true. Who do you like is the worst thing anybody's ever said. It's a very weird glitch. Who raised come here? That's Gigas. Great Golem. Hammerfall. Give him a little bonk on the nose. A little bonky. So, that's our first game 3 of the day. Come here would like to win its first match in rank B, I bet. Hammerfall misses. And got him with the boop. The boop on the snoot. Tongue slap at 41. Talking about a boop, that would have been a big old Betty boop. Been a while since we saw them. Yeah, I know. Shishi's great. The teeth are so goofy. Oh, misses it again. Hits him with a kick. Oh, that's a big kick. I lied. Got him. Into the hammer fall, and it crits Yoshimitsu with the crit for the win. Yeah, JP, I hadn't thought of that. That's a, oops, my bad. That's a good point, JP. I literally have not tried anything else. Thank you for not having your sound on, so you can't meaningfully contribute to the conversation. I appreciate it as always. And our final match, we got Giga Impact. And we got Offrey. We've seen these two fight before. I think last time both these guys were fighting, they were in the same pool. Okay, prediction is live. It's working again. I don't know. It's working. I'm gonna mess around with my my lighting in here. We'll be back in just a sec. Okay, I have to change a setting on my camera real quick. Okay. Here we go. Giga Impact and Offrey. Who's got this one? Scratch? That's a big scratch. 57% chance to hit. Offrey's got a lot of guts, though. That's going to be hard. I don't think Giga Impact's going to get another chance to attack unless Offrey just swings power attacks, which it very well may do. So I was playing the Nick game last night. How is it? It's fun. It's goofy as hell. It feels really bizarre. But yeah, for 40 bucks, it's not bad. That's 40 Canadian bucks, so it's like 30 American. Another Pigeon Bomb. Got him. Looking like my car right now. I don't know what happened. I was at work the other day, and like I came back, and there was about a dozen bird poops on my car. I don't know how it happened. Just I parked in the wrong spot. I don't know. Belly attack at 66. Toy Hammer misses. Giga Impact just chilling. Just big chilling. Needs to dodge some of these withering attacks though. Headbutt doing big damage. He can land another one. He's got enough guts to attack. Toy Hammer just gonna give Giga Impact some guts. Well, I mean, it actually took away quite a few. There's the anger. Body press. Oh, you didn't need to do that. Giga Impact. Oh no. Pigeon Bomb 88%. That's, oh, not quite the game, but Giga Impact has to dodge whatever's coming out next. He needs to attack first, and he can. He's got enough guts. Toy Hammer at 74. He got bonked. He got big bonked. And that's it. Offrey with the win there. Okay, time to do X's and O's. I haven't done them yet. Okay. So Wilfred gets a win. Mochi gets a win. So lost here. Lost here. Oh, we went back and forth. That's kind of cool. No, we didn't. We didn't go back and forth. I don't know. My pattern recognition is kind of bad. One of the funniest things to me is in, if you guys ever watched Monster Rancher Bingo, I've competed in it a couple of times and won a couple of times. One of the bingo squares is mirrored image on both sides of the bracket. So what it's asking for is a perfect bracket. But what's really funny is every bracket is mirrored down the diagonal. It always is. I won the one that counts. I've won both of the actual official races for in the marathon. I just don't do that well otherwise. I got the marathon luck, you know. Okay, next up we got Wilfred. Offrey did win. That's weird. Why did? Don't worry, guys. I know Offrey won. First last bet of the day. Rough. I feel for you. Wilfred and Mochi. Prediction is live. Make your bets. But yeah, I feel like Smash, and I don't know. I think Nick All-Stars is going to be a fun game. I see all these people talk about how, like, oh, this game's great. I'm gonna no-life it. I'm gonna put all this time and effort into it. I wouldn't. I don't think it's that good. I think it's fine. Like, I think the game's okay, but it's so fucking wonky and imbalanced that I don't think I could see myself putting a lot of time into it. You're in this one? You are in this one. You're in the next one as well. You're in both. Roll assault at 74% hits. Decent damage. Body blow going to do a little bit. And the roll assault 73. How much damage? Mochi doing good today. But Wilfred's got a ton of guts. Stab at 99. Bite. Ooh, crit bite for 191. Is he going to swing more bites? No. 1-2 thrust. How much damage are you looking at? 120. Wilfred goes for the body blow. Should have gone for the stab. It was right there. 99% chance. This is, like, under normal circumstances, almost impossible for Wilfred to lose. But if he's going to be a big dummy, he's got a good shot at it. He's going to die to headbutt of all things. That's it. Mochi wins game 1. So Mochi had a really bad first showing in B rank, and all of a sudden, it's 3 game wins in a row. Wall assault 74%, more damage. Wilfred loses about a third of its health. Has a 20 guts lead. Goes for the stab. How much damage we're looking at? 323. 18 guts down. No crit. Mochi with the anger. This could be pretty good for it. Thrust. Do some decent withering and a decent amount of damage. Mochi still has anger. That is a long-ass anger. Roll attack hits. On a crit, it'll kill. That's what we see. Mochi, another 2-0. Undefeated. He's not lost a single game yet. He's trying his hardest. He wants to be the best. Next up, we got BB Hate. And we got Yoshimitsu. Little Robot versus Big Robot. Hate and Yoshi. Okay, prediction is live. Make your bets. Who do you like? You guys been watching Squid Game? Tiana and I started watching it. It's almost exactly what I expected it to be. It's been pretty fun so far. And also very not fun when it needs to be, you know? But I've been enjoying it. Okay. How people are talking about Splatoon. Splatoon 3, baby. Splatoon would be a lot more fun if it was like Squid Game. Not gonna lie. Kick misses at 65%. Goes for Hammerfall immediately after. That misses on the coin flip. BB Hate. Goes for Twister Slash in retaliation. That misses as well. Yoshimitsu with a real big guts lead right now. Low kick is gonna miss. Hammerfall. This is the Hammerfall. Anger out here missing every shot. They both are. And it's 100% of the shots he don't take. So he's trying to take them all. He laser short at 52, misses. BB Hate's going to win on a single weapon hit. Anything he does from this point on is just icing on the cake. Doesn't get the KO, but, you know, that's a little bit more damage. Okay, game 2. A little bonk in the head. So you're feeling a little sick today, but man, you realize how the smallest symptom makes you freak out about COVID. Yeah, I feel that, man. Last 2 days, I felt pretty bad. Like, I've had a headache, and I don't know what the deal is. And I'm like, do I got COVID? Am I dying? But it's probably just, I don't know, stress or whatever. Both monsters punched. A wind-up punch. It misses. Yoshimitsu with a big guts lead. Missing the hammer fall at 53%. Punch misses as well. Yoshimitsu in a great spot to win this. Hits the low kick. Gonna force a game 3. Punch at 49%. Big ol' miss. He does have a lightsaber though. I don't know why he's trying to punch. If you had a lightsaber, would you be punching? I don't know. Yoshimitsu goes for double hammer fall. It's enough to kill. Oh my god, that was quick. Got him. So that was a quick 2-0. Or 2-1, sorry. Classic Yoshimitsu. Okay, come here. And... ooh, Offrey. This could be an interesting one. The one-hit kill potential is pretty big on come here side. Offrey can do some decent damage as well. Okay, prediction is live. Make your bets. Guys, let me know if my mic is still too low. I know Matt Moore said something about it earlier, but now that some time has passed, let me know if the mix still sounds weird. I can't really go any louder, but I can pull down the volume of my game, even though it's, you know, it's at a set volume. It hasn't moved in forever. Sounds fine? Okay. Oh, come here and Offrey is... did the prediction go through? It did not. Bro, there's nothing wrong with the fucking name. This is such a dumb thing. It doesn't matter what I change it to, regardless of what JP says. Yeah, whatever. It's not working. Who cares? We'll get the next one up and going. Oh. Big miss there from Offrey. Holy shit, JP. JP, turn on your sound if you want to know what is happening. So Naga rolled a disc. Ooh, there's Baku. JP, turn on your sound if you want to know what is happening. Okay. I don't get how you're at work and you don't have, so you can't have the volume on because you don't want anyone to know, but also you have so much time to constantly complain about missing bets. Come here with the 2-0. But you've... No, I'm not. Fuck it. Fuck it. Here you go. There you go. Get out of here. I'm not wasting any more time. I'm on a schedule. Free JP. JP is free. Have you seen how many tournaments he's won? Oh. Giga Impact and Edenfell. This one's going to be fun. Has anyone ever been timed out besides JP? I've banned people. There you go. Predictions live for this. I don't know what it is. Doesn't like it, the dog. You dumb. Don't call him a dumbass. It's not that serious, bro. Holy. It's not that serious. If you miss the bet, you miss the bet. Like chances of Edenfell in this bracket? I think he's got a shot to win a couple here. 66% on Edenfell. No speed match. Not a lot of withering on Giga Impact side outside of the body press tax. Ooh, big damage on tail whip. No withering there either though. Giga Impact just chilling. Neither wants to move. There's the wave riding. This is at 62%. 93 damage. This is looking real bad. You timed yourself out once because you wanted to see if you could. That's true. That did happen. Oh, one more. Uno mas. There's the bite. Got him. Got him with the big bite. Edenfell, despite the kind of goofy stat spread, his speed is working to his advantage in this matchup. Oh no. Pour one out for Giga. Oh! Okay, never mind. He's still living. Damn, how did that not kill him? What the fuck? He's chilling. This is actually really bad for Edenfell. Giga Impact. Building up his guts. Building up his belly. He doesn't want to attack at all. Oh my god, Edenfell almost had 99 guts. Misses again. He does 2 damage to himself. Gets hit with the tail whip. GG's, baby. He risked it all for no reason. 2-0 for Edenfell. Dragon boys. Okay, so let's take a look at our standings after 2 rounds. Hold on, just finalizing the bracket. Pretty quick 2 rounds. Look at that. Mochi, Yoshimitsu, only monsters with 2 wins. Wilfred, Come Here, Edenfell, and Offrey all have 1 win, 1 loss. And then BB Hate and Giga Impact with 2 losses. That's a pretty normal spread. 2 monsters with 2 wins, 2 monsters with 2 losses. Okay, Wilfred up next. And who's next? Yoshimitsu. Only lose to Wilfred and Mochi. Mochi does so much withering. Offrey can do a lot of withering too. I think those are going to be the biggest issues. BB Hate does a little bit. Come Here is very similar to Giga Impact, except he's got speed, so you gotta watch out for that. Wilfred and Yoshi. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Who do you like out of these two? Okay, here we go. Wilfred and Yoshi. Bite lands. Hammerfall gonna do some big damage there. God damn, man's out for blood today. What the hell? Double Hammerfall. Fuck. Oh no. It's not what I wanted. You guys get to hear it in 2 times speed. Everybody's favorite song. Sped up twice. Okay, so Yoshimitsu with a very quick game 1. Wilfred's texts were right, but Yoshi's weren't, I don't believe. Pretty sure he starts with 2 swords, whatever it's called in this final blade. I think he starts with that one on top. And if he doesn't, then... oh well, I made a mistake. Kick was different. Body blow, 77. A little bit of anger. Yoshimitsu with a decent guts lead. Gets hit with the bite. He's almost dead, but he's got a lot of guts. He can just straight up win this before he gets hit again. Kick misses at 81 though. That's pretty sucky. It's another bite. Yoshi with 80 guts again. Can't survive another hit though. That's going to be a lot of damage. Big guts differential there. Stab at 55. It misses. Yoshimitsu has this in the bag. He hits a punch. One more. Any grit? No grit. Yoshimitsu wins again. Damn. Man's out for blood today. He's got no blood of his own. Gonna take it from a dog. Likes that dog blood. BB Hate up next. Versus Offrey. 2 of the littlest boys in this battle. A little boy battle. Damn, people really liked Yoshi in that last one, eh? BB Hate and Offrey prediction is live. Paradoxing is 700. Yeah, I believe so. 700 is where intelligence stops mattering as well. Like, I don't, as far as I know, there's no difference in intelligence once you hit 700. It might keep going up, but Paradoxing is the highest requirement. He's playing the port already. You mean like the old one, right? Like the one we all played? Feel like that joke may have sizzled out a little bit. Or fizzled out, I should say. Magic cards, 55% misses. Spin slash. Offrey doesn't like that. 331 damage, 18 life left. He's still alive. He's still chilling. Double bomb on the 50-50. Hits it. And burp poop. Be back in 2 months to try again. I'll be waiting. Yeah, I was talking about it in the Discord the other day, or yesterday. My wisdom teeth are set to be pulled the day after DX comes out, but my dentist also warned me that they no longer do direct billing to my health insurance, and so I'll probably have to pay like $4,000 out of pocket and then get that reimbursed from my health insurance. So I'm probably just gonna go find another dentist. I don't know when I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth pulled now. Figure it out. Lumpy died, so I was seeing if I could get Oz intelligence up to 700 before the snow expedition. Poor Lumpy. Can't believe he died. There's the anger. That's how your dentist works. It's how a lot of them do, but there's this thing called, what did I just say? Or where the payment goes to directly to the insurance, and then if there's extra, you just pay extra. You get it for free. Dental is not covered in Canadian health insurance. Dental and eye stuff isn't covered by health insurance. Or sorry, it's covered by health insurance. It's not covered by universal healthcare. So universal has a big asterisk beside it. All the other shit, like you get cancer, it doesn't cost you anything here, but except for the meds probably. Oh, whoops. Wait. BB Hate won that one, right? Yeah. Twister Slash. The one hit KO, but Offrey's still hanging in there. Got a 75 guts lead. Do a lot of damage to this dove bomb. Hits it. 371. He can swing again if he wants. He's going to. 54. Offrey, heat-seeking pigeon poop, has not missed one in this match. That's a 2-1 for the Ghost. Grit. Big old Grit comeback. Had yours pulled 3 days before appointment when one pain kept you up 3 days straight. Yeah, I don't have any real problems, but the thing is they're so far back at the back of like my row of teeth near the back of my jaw that I literally can't brush them properly. So it's like, I don't know. They're going to rot over time because I literally can't clean them properly. It's funny because my I've been going to the dentist I have for 5 years now or something like that. It wasn't really a dentist. It was a dental hygienist who owned the practice, and then he had hired some people. Yeah, the phrase "come here" keeps triggering it for some reason. So it's Baku. It's Giga Impact. There you go. But yeah, what was I saying? But when I went in to get my teeth cleaned yesterday, it was like a new hygienist, and the guy I knew wasn't there, and a whole bunch of people. The receptionist was different, so I don't know what the deal was, if he like sold the practice or if he's still a partner there or something. I don't know what the deal is. But the hygienist was like, yeah, like you're not cleaning behind your wisdom teeth very well, and like being very like scolding about it. And then she was like trying to clean, and she's like, I can't get back there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. Like, maybe you should shut the fuck up. You do this for a living, you can fucking do it. Small jaw means you still can't get back teeth? Damn. My teeth are all very small. I've had dentists comment on how my teeth are like, especially at the bottom, are like baby-sized teeth. Giga Impact with the Giga Impact wins it. Goes for the charge and it misses. Scratch lands. Come here, got a taste of his own medicine. See how you like it. Oh, that was a lot of damage to himself. Knocking up at 78%. Hey, come look at this dude's baby teeth. The smallest teeth I've ever seen. Look at this shit. Fucking freak. Why are you crying? Look at him. This guy's got baby teeth and he's crying. Knocking up misses at 73%. Come here, hits the 68 on the charge. Into the sleep tight, what a combo. The grit. Grit on both sides. Giga Impact is gonna lose though. We're gonna have a game 3. They're just chilling, neither of them can attack. Going for a smooch. Nah. Yeah, that was a really bad time to get anger. We had a tie! We had a tie! But you know what? Come here won anyway. So there you go. You guys were wondering about this shit. This is the tiebreaker on an exact tie. When it goes to 2 decimal places and it's still a tie, this is what you get. Compares damage, compares guts consumed, and compares hit percent. So, if what's his name? Giga Impact had used one more basic tech, No, he would have needed to use more. 18 guts, if he had used knocking up, would have been tied, or he would have won. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. It was damage. You need to do 17 damage, not guts. Guts he had lost by quite a bit. Sleep tight, missing. Oh, what a follow-up. Took his opportunity. And that's it. 3 big smooshes with a 2-1. Giga Impact wins. So there you go. That's what happens when you get a tie. What I was so surprised about joining this community was that nobody had ever seen, like, so many people didn't know what happened when it went to a tie. Does it include damage done to self? I don't know. I'd have to test that, to be honest. I want to say yes, but it counts it for your opponent. First time you can bet for the Baku and he busters out. Yeah, but I was surprised that nobody had ever seen a tie, because I got them all the time as a kid, playing just like my monsters, and just being like, oh, I forgot to put them to computer. They're both set on man, and neither one has attacked. And so it would go to a tie after that. I don't know. Not saying it's like dumb that anyone hadn't seen it. It was just really surprising to me because it happened to me all the time. Is it Yoshimitsu beats Wilfred? I'm just doing some of the updating. The updating while we're waiting. It's a nice rhyme. We do live in a society. It's true. I think people are saying it. Oh, there's the Mochi. So Naga said this is one of the monsters he's afraid of. Roll saw doing big ass damage. Good opener. Ravage 98%. 327 damage. Mochi's got enough guts to attack, and he's got anger. He's going to build up a big guts lead. Headbutt at 62. He hits it. 1, 2, 3. It's enough damage to kill. Speed monster versus Ordor, if you remember getting it. Yeah, that'll happen too. Roll assault 57%. Hits it again. 175. Edenfeld's still got enough guts to attack though. Kill attack. Gonna be decent damage for pretty cheap cost there. Mochi takes about 1/3 of its health. Roll attack with kill on a crit. No crit. Barely alive. Mochi's still gonna hit 45 guts first, even though Edenfeld has the guts lead. Mochi's guts rate is 12, I believe. So that's pretty good. Headbutt at 59 misses. Edenfeld's got a shot here. Needs to swing something big. Ravage. Not going to do enough damage unless it's a crit. Yeah, even then, wouldn't have killed. Mochi still has a pretty good shot to hit. Not guaranteed, though. Roll assault 61%. Edenfeld does not get out of the way. Mochi's going to win that one 2-0. So, 3 rounds in, things are looking kind of spicy right now. Look at this. Yoshimitsu and Mochi tied for first with a 3-0 record. Offrey with a 2-1. Nobody else with 2 wins. Edenfeld is at 1-2. Giga Impact is at 1-2. Come Here is at 1-2. Wilfred is at 1-2. BB Hate has lost all of his matches. Kind of a crazy day so far. Mahacho and you had a really funny conversation about your entries. Do tell. Wilfred's up next. Who's he fighting? Offrey. They are different. That's true. That is a word you could use. He's like, you don't even know how to add grit, do you? And I was like, oh, it's hair chips, I think. And he's like, oh, so you know you just don't use them. Yeah, it's not giving your monster grit's kind of a big deal. Wilfred and Offrey. Predictions live. Get him with the hammer. Not that hammer. Hammer does nothing. That was a lot of toy hammers. Oh, the body blow misses at 80%. Don't see that often. Magic cards at 70. You activated my magic card. 1-2 on the 50-50. That's going to kill. 363 damage. Would have killed from full health. You should just buy a Market Mochi and Fuse for Grid. If you want to get all the battle specials, the way you usually do it is you have a Mochi, and you fuse like 2 Market Mochis with Dragon chips, so you end up with a Mochi with Fury, and then you combine that Mochi with your other monster, and then you give chips of whatever other thing you want. So say you want Hurry, Fury, Ease. You could use like Duck and chips, or you can use Mew chips. There's a bunch of combinations in order you have to do if you want a bunch. If you want many battle specials. Grit, Ease, Hurry. I think Fury, while not great in the sense that like it doesn't often have a great outcome for you, it has no downside, and it can absolutely win you the game if it procs at a good time. So I think Fury is a necessary pickup. Hurry's fine. Yeah, basically everything that just has no downside is good. Grit, obviously, all upsides. Ease is all upsides. Will is interesting. Will does have a downside in using double the guts to double your accuracy, which could be a bad choice occasionally. It very, very rarely procs. I keep trying to write Giga Drain instead of Giga Impact. Predictions live for these two. But yeah, sorry, I keep trailing off. You want Grit, Fury, Hurry, Ease. That's like the go-to right there. You can get Guard if you want Guard. I mean, it's monster dependent. And some of the other ones are just kind of whatever. Vigor, I mean, if you want Vigor, but Vigor and Fight basically only proc Fury and do nothing else for you. Fight has upsides, like it can be good, but it's just so unlikely. I don't get Vigor on any of my monsters on purpose. I think a really good indicator of if somebody just cheated their battle specials on or not, a lot of the time I don't care, to be honest, but a really good indicator if someone cheated their battle specials on is if their monster has Vigor when it doesn't naturally have Vigor, because it's fucking useless. Why would you go through all that effort? We'll see Fight a lot in Game Shark Cup. You'd be surprised. The answer is no, you won't. You'll see it, but you won't see it a lot. Also, it literally does nothing. If you get Fight on your monster for Game Shark Cup, you've made a mistake. You've put extra effort in to make your monster objectively worse. Because you gain nothing from having Fight in a meta where you gain 99 guts in 3 seconds. And you lose the potential to not immediately proc Fury on your opponent. Chances are if you proc Fight, you're possibly getting a one-shot. What? Are you just saying what I'm saying, except in a weirder way? What does that mean? So anyway, Giga Impact wins game 1. But yeah, fight is... Because what fight does, if you don't know, isn't... Well, I mean, I guess technically, but yeah, the way the fight works is when your opponent procs 99 guts, you can get fight. And when you have fight, if you get hit while it's active, you gain guts equal to the percentage of HP you lose. So say you lose 50% HP, you gain 50 guts immediately. That's how that works. In a meta where you instantly gain 99 guts over the course of 3 seconds, that becomes a lot less useful. And having fight active, you can still attack while fight is active, and you can proc your opponent's fury. So that's why it's not super useful. I think real is going to be pretty good. I think you're doing yourself a disservice to not get real on a monster in the Game Shark Cup. Real's only downside is that it halves your guts rate, which sucks, but whatever. And that you often don't actually get to use it because you've usually used up too many guts to attack. But again, that's not going to matter. Saying outside Game Shark Cup in general, it's very rarely that you're going to get one shot by a monster with 99 guts. Fight is not good in the sense that it's it helps you win as much as it's just like it doesn't cause you to lose, right? There's no downside to having it, really. Ooh, wave riding, another big damage. But in the Game Shark Cup, I think it's only downsides. Even if you get hit by a move in anger and lose 99 guts, by the time the animation's over, on any move that does that much withering, any move that does like 50 withering, you'll have 99 guts again by the end of it. So I don't think there's a reason to like try and get extra guts. I don't actually know how good anger would be. I think anger would be... Oops, I'm just entering the same monsters again because I forgot to mark it down who won. So that's a 2-1 for Giga Impact. Why are you on that side? Come here, come here. You're on the player 2 side when you're supposed to be on the player 1 side. Yeah, come here, we got Mochi. That's who's fighting. But yeah, if you guys are interested in... I guess everyone here already knows what the Game Shark Cup is, but if you don't, Macho Cheese is running a tournament where you're allowed to hex edit your monsters and basically do whatever you want. There's rules, like you can't just give your monster max stats. You still need to raise the monster properly, but you can like change their guts rate and all that fun stuff. Predictions live. I nearly built a tank and then you remembered how people will be abusing recovery techs. I think you're grossly overestimating how good recovery techs are. I think in a meta where you can't possibly miss a recovery tech, you'd still prefer to be attacking. I don't think it's a good call. Especially on something like Pixie that only costs 20 and can spam it like 5 times, rolling it down from 100 over and over again. That Pixie is going to get exploded. It needs to be attacking. The unfortunate reality about the way this game works in the meta and what is good and what isn't is that for recovery techs to be good, they would have to be overpowered. There's almost nothing you can do to like balance them without making them too strong. Headbutt can do a little bit of damage. Come here, can attack. You've misread the meta. So here's what I suggest you do. If you don't already know how to hex edit and do all that stuff, figure that out. And then do your best to make a couple of different builds and test things and see what works and what doesn't. The only reason I even know this isn't like... Okay, I'm going to let you guys in a little bit on how the sauce is made. I test everything. You've already submitted? Fuck. Well, hope those recovery techs help you out. Can editing their growth rates be legal? Yes, I think you're allowed to reskin anything to anything else. It's fine. But yeah, so here's how the sauce is made. It's kind of like when you're on tech support or when one of your relatives asks you to fix their computer or whatever. because you're good with computers, so you can figure it out. A lot of the time you don't know the answer, right? And all you do is Google. Monster Rancher is very much the same thing. I don't have an encyclopedic memory. I'm not like a savant about what's going to work in a meta and what's not. I sit down and I test stuff. I run simulations. I have like 9 different monsters and like different types of builds that I was thinking of doing for the Game Shark Cup, and I just ran simulations, and I'm going to enter the one that I think is the best. Me and Macho were talking about what we thought the best was, and he came up with a thing that I hadn't even considered, and I think is like actually the best build. I think Macho, unless he completely squanders his shit, is going to have the best monster. And because that's a possibility, and because I don't want to make the same monster, it's interesting to me, but it's one of those things where like someone else is already running it, so I'm fine just like watching them do their thing, and if it works, then that's fun. And I am willing to just do something else instead. Trample with the one-hit kill. So yeah, so I won't be running the same thing, but I have to keep in mind that that monster is a thing. Did I hit? No, I did hit. No, I gotta re-enter these monsters. I have to keep in mind that that type of build is a thing, and I have to keep that into consideration when I'm building my monster, and it even works to run sims there and see if your monster can beat what you think the meta is going to be. It's the best recovery tech in the game, at least. Oh, you entered a Kato. So I think Twister Claw is going to be busted. I'm not entering a Kato, but I think Twister Claw is going to be incredibly powerful. And I think anybody running a Kato is going to have a very good time. Trample, big damage. Twister Claw was literally the first thing I thought of when the one guts rate thing came up. I think high accuracy is going to be really, really important, and I don't think high damage is going to be as important. I think making sure you land more attacks than your opponent is the way to make it happen. So, for all you out there that have not built a build yet, I would say focusing on high hit techs that are spammable and do a decent amount of damage is probably your best play. Giga Impact gets a win. BB Hate having a hard time. Poor guy. Poor guy. Offrey versus... Oh, is it Come Here and Mochi? Come Here gets the win. Mochi gets the loss. And then Edenfeld, just 2 big stomps. 2 stomps this time. Takes Yoshimitsu's first loss. Pretty interesting. So, nobody is running away with it. We had 2 monsters with a 3-0 record, and nobody who's even close to them. And now we got 2 monsters with a 3-1 record, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monsters with a 2-2 record, and then BB Hate at the bottom. Hold on, I gotta scroll up again. I missed something. Who was... Forgot to write it down. Zanaga. Zanaga rolled a Bajaro. I wrote Bajaro, but I forgot who did it. Okay. What I'm saying is Pixie Pack could be a winner for Game Shark? No. I said it has to be accurate and do a decent amount of damage. Pat is neither of those things for its cost. You know what could be a really good move? Gel Top or Spiked Top. Or Pixie Slap would be pretty good. I think all of those would be good moves. It's very spammable. Everything's spammable when you have 99 guts. When I'm talking about spammable in this rate, I'm talking about things that cost like 30 guts as opposed to things that cost 50. Is planning Joe just stab decided against it? That would have been awful. Brother, I really hope nobody else runs that. That would have been a terrible build. Holy shit. Wow. I think, so the big thing is, for the meme, I mean, okay. I understand. I think the big things are go for accuracy over damage. You know, maybe you have a high damage tech, but I don't know. And then the other thing is make sure you've got a lot of techs. You don't want to be stuck walking around not attacking. Thinking Naga or CP and trying to do infinite with drain techs. You can't infinite with what is it, Vital Ritual. You can't do it against any monster that can survive the hits, that can tank the hits. Vital Ritual's usefulness is really not that high, because the way that Vital Ritual beats tanks in a normal meta, one that doesn't involve cheating, is by having 99% chance to hit, knowing you're going to hit and heal, and also stop your opponent from attacking. Basically, you lock out your opponent and you cyclically feed back into Vital Ritual, stealing guts and life at the same time, to just do it infinitely. Hey, Subflick, just subscribe, thank you, appreciate it. But that stops mattering when your opponent can gain 99 guts in 3 seconds. Like, you can't lock out your opponent. And what's going to happen is you do Vital Ritual, say you land it 3 times in a row, which is like the most you possibly can. Giga Impact is a big win there. Say you land it 3 times in a row, you steal like 400 health, you now have a 99 guts deficit. Or like 99 minus whatever the 18 guts you stole is. It's not that good. Naga does seem sweet though, just spam, stab, and pierce along with maybe Tail Assault. I think Naga would be really good. Naga with the 1 guts rate. Though the thing is, a lot of Naga's strength comes from the fact that he already has an above average guts rate. I think on a normalized guts rate, he's kind of loses a little bit of his edge. He'll still be good. I think you could still raise a really good Naga. Turn Assault spam would be great. It'd be amazing just being able to use it whenever you want. Stab may just be the fastest tech in the game. I don't know if anything's faster than 1.5 seconds. Oh, we got another grit tie. Is Giga Impact going to lose on another grit tie? Already happened once. Stab at 76. Only needs to do 1 damage. It's 487 times that. There's another thing. I don't think timing matters that much. I don't think quick animations matter. I don't... That's not to say that something with a quick animation is objectively worse, or whatever. Or inherently worse, I should say. Ooh, Body Press only doing 19 damage to himself. But I don't think animation times really matter that much in a 1 guts rate meta. Maybe they do. But I don't think it matters that much. Just because you think about the point of having a quick attack is that your opponent doesn't have time to gain guts. Your opponent's going to gain 99 guts regardless. I don't think it matters. Body blow missing 92%. 668 minus 45 guts. Wilfred got big smooshed. That's a 2-1 for the whale. Got him with the big smoosh. Oh, Ariados rolling something. Ariados rolls a pixie. Next up, we got BB Hate. And we got Come Here. Okay, predictions live. Make your bets. Who do you like out of these two? Okay, here we go. Dust Cloud misses, but it wouldn't have done anything even if it landed, so no big deal. Weapon doing a little bit of damage. Weapon throw doing significantly less. Gonna go back to the drawing board? Nah, you guys gotta stop doing that. You guys gotta stop entering monsters and then hearing what I have to say and being like, oh, you know what? JP tried to do it with his Melkarva. Come on. You guys can succeed and fail on your own merit. You're good. You're good players. You can figure it out. And if you don't figure it out, then it's tough. That's actually in the rules this time. Damn. See, he knows. Macho knows. Sleep tight with 6 seconds on the clock. Damn. Come here. Boy will prove you wrong. I don't think I'm saying your monster is bad. I actually think if you're running Twister Claw, you got, like, just the fact that you're running Twister Claw gives you a really good shot to just win the whole thing immediately on build alone. Someone should enter a monster 999 life and only recovery text to win on ties. Twister Claw and Tornado Claw, or just Tornado Claw? I think you can get by with either. I don't think it's that big of a deal if you only have Tornado Claw. You can probably make an argument for it being the better pick. Because all the inherent risk in it is gone, you know? Tornado because it's more accurate. That's right, it's more accurate in hard mode. That's right. Tornado Claw would be the better pick. Twister Slash. Come here. He's going to have just enough guts to attack, but he's out of range. Ash knows my build since it's something we theorized together. Just deciding the nuke move or not. Well, I mean, yeah, I know the good tech you're picking. I think Macho knows what my build is for the most part. We got Immolation too, which now I realize is bad. I don't know. I think I like how you picked the world record holder build. You picked the cats and dogs build I made. I played in Jack's Cats and Dogs tournament, and I had world record holder, which was a blue Kato, and it had Twister Claw, Tornado Claw, Oil Fire, and Immolation. So 4 techs in the same slot. And the other thing that's really funny about Monster Rancher is that you can theory craft all you want, but you can miss an 80% and lose because of it. You know? It's just one of those things. Just like Tongue Slap is one of those things. Come here, wins that one, 2-1. Ninja Kato, that's cool. He's got no ears. He's wearing a little ski mask looking thing. Little head wrap. Or get hit by 40%? I think a lot of people are going to get hit by 40%. I think, unironically, you could make a Naga that just had Tail Assault. Just Tail Assault. And you could win the whole thing. It's not an accurate tech, but it's so cheap. And at 40% chance to hit, 37% chance to hit most of the time. If you're attacking 100 times, you're going to land 30 of them. That's enough to win, you know? If you got to land 3, and it costs you nothing to do it, I don't know, man. Are we having a break after bracket 1? Very short one. What was that? MC, I didn't see who you rolled, my bad. Oh wait, it's coming up in my instant replay. You got a Joker. Joker man. Thank you guys for tuning in at an earlier time today. It's been some fun. We do have a second bracket after this is over. We're getting all of our stuff done today real quick. By real quick, I mean we're probably going to go till midnight, but it is what it is. Damn, quick win for Edenfeld EX. Probably want drill attack. Yeah, you can make a case for drill attack. You can probably avoid it though. Tail Assault, Stab, and Turn Assault is a pretty basic Naga build. It's very strong. Think you found the sweet spot for winning on bets? I'm not gonna share it. Oh, okay. Trample lands. Gets the grit though, so Offrey's actually not in too bad a shape here. Magic card's gonna do decent damage. And he can just keep swinging. If he's swinging Toy Hammer, he can stop Edenfeld from attacking, but he probably won't win. Pigeon Bomb hits him. Hits him with the pigeon. Ban Grit. Grit's too strong. It's over-centralizing. You need to remove it to make a healthier meta. Armageddon, 52%. Does he grit again, though? He does. One of the factors in if your monster grits or not is how much guts it has when it dies. So a monster with 99 guts will have a much higher chance to grit than a monster with 0 guts. Offrey gets that win on the 2 grit comebacks. That was a 2-1. That was a very short set for a 2-1 and 2 grit comebacks. Hope you're learning how good battle specials are. This is his personal hell. Yoshimitsu and Mochi. Both monsters are 3-1. That double grit comeback. You love to see it, unless you bet against it. In which case, you don't love to see it. It's the opposite. Yoshi and Mochi. Almost rhymes, not quite. So, wait a minute. Okay, so that is a win for Offrey. Offrey goes to 3-2. Edenfeld could have been 3-2. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Happens sometimes. You just lose. Your opponent wants it more. There you go. Skeleton and a Mochi. Hits him with a punch. 135 damage. Not too bad. Hammer fall, big damage. Yoshimitsu still close to half health. Yoshimochi. Mochimitsu. Just for a thrust. Hits it. Got enough guts to attack. They both can attack. There's the anger. 90% on thrust though. Long time to get angry. Mochi gets game 1. Okay, game 2. Thrust. Another punch to open it up. No crit this time though. Mochi down to almost half health. Laser sword 87%. How much damage are you looking at? 250. Oh, that is an awful time to get real. Oh no. I don't know, man. I don't know if he can make it back from this. As it wears out, look at that guts rate. Look how slow that is. It's like a second per gut. Oh my god. The roll attack is going to take it. That's a 2-0 for Mochi, man. So Mochi gets the win there. And Yoshimitsu's going to have to work a little bit harder. And you have no chips? Rough. Okay, so after 5 rounds, we got Mochi in first with a 4-1. We got Come Here, Giga, Impact, Offrey, Yoshi, all tied for second with a 3-2. Wilfred and Infel just on the cusp there. BB8 with still no wins to his name, unfortunately. No, I don't know if Real is optimal. It's bad more often than it's good. Real's big weakness is the fact that you need to build up 45 guts in order to attack. And a lot of the time, if you get your opponent to low life, it's because you used a big attack. You did a lot of damage. You wasted a lot of guts to make it happen. More often than not, that's the case, you know? If you don't finish the opponent in Game Shark Cup, you just kind of die. Not really true. So when Real wears off, your guts rate is cut in half, which doesn't matter. And when it gets cut to 2, gets cut to 2, 1 gut per 2 frames. So it only takes you 6 seconds to build up 100 guts instead of 3. Like, it's still bad. You still take double damage. Like, but you have so many opportunities to just instantly win it. It's a risk, but I mean, I think you'll win more games than you'll lose, especially if you're running really accurate moves. You get about 7 seconds, between 7 and 12 seconds, to swing a bunch of techs with more than a 50% chance to hit. And only one of them has to land, and you instantly win. You remember Nails? Nails is a good example of that. I think it depends on the build. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure you could come up with a build that would be really bad with it. But I think for the most part it'd be fine, as long as you have accurate attacks. Charge miss at 69. We haven't seen any real damage yet. Fights can do a little bit. Tongue slap at 59%, that misses. Come Here finally takes a hit for 2 hits. Oh, there's the 1-2. Come Here still alive though. Got a lot of life. Finally lands a tech that's not Dust Cloud. His opponent's in the green, sleep tight. He's got enough guts to attack. Awful time to get anger. Oh my god. Come Here. Wins that one. Despite not really deserving it. Oh my god. Ah! Fuck you! I think my keyboard's broken. Bro, it takes me so long sometimes. Like, I'll press left and it just doesn't register right away. The thing is getting scammed out of your reel by a series of stabs or other basic attacks. I mean, yeah, that's always the case, right? There's always potential for that. Sleep tight, only does 76 damage to himself on the miss. Wilfred's in a pretty good spot. Stab at 73%, looking nice. That misses too, though. Ooh. Still gonna have 45 guts before his opponent, though. Tongue slap at 58. Big whiff. Bite misses. The CPU will chain them together at a 1 guts rate. So the reason this argument falls apart is because your monster can do that as well. Nothing's stopping your monster from chaining those moves together and instantly winning. Again, it's a 50-50 shot to instantly win versus not losing. You get put into a disadvantageous state, but you can still win versus instantly winning. At worst, your monster has to try harder. I think the odds are in favor of the person who procs real most of the time, if they're able to attack. So 1-all going into game 3. Oh, the sleep tight immediate counter hit. That's a one-hit kill. Come here doesn't care. 2-1 for the big doggy. Little doggy loses. Hold on. It's my... Looked like my bitrate tanked at one point, but we're back now. Okay. Who's up next? 2 and 8. I think Wilfred's done. Wilfred's having a hard day. You can end up at 2, 3, and 4, but I don't think that's going to be enough. BB Hate and Edenfell. Okay, prediction is live. Make your bets. Okay, here we go. Big bite. BB Hate gets anger. This could be pretty good. Wind up punch with anger. 55% chance to hit and misses. Edenfell can take advantage of the anger now though. Trample at 95%. Anger runs out before Edenfell gets to do anything about it. It's a tail attack. It's going to be decent damage. Ooh, and the Ravage immediately after, but there's a Grit. Recoil attacks? Yeah, I think it depends on the tech. Zanaga learning about how important grit is today in a big way. He goes for the spin slash on him and misses. Ooh, Armageddon. 600 damage. Oh my god. Oh, don't lose again. Not like this. He's gonna have 45 guts, but he's gonna need to swing on something big to make it happen. Wind up punch 59% and misses. Edenfell EX wins game number 2. Not over yet, folks. BB Hate's having a bad day. He had a great day the other day. Right now he's 0-5. Spin slash, big damage. Nah, not so much. Not so much. Armageddon at 61. Trample at 74, that's the big spooky. Hits weapon. Decent amount of damage. For a basic tech anyway, I guess. Little chip. Twister Slash at 47, that misses Naga and his monster Edenfell have an easy one-hit kill here. Dragon with 80 guts is insane. Look, that's just tail whip. 2 in a row, 3 in a row. I say 3. No, he decides to give up. Ravage at 62. That misses. BB Hate's got to do some damage here. Edenfeld can just attack again if he wants. Another Ravage. He doesn't care. Ooh, that one misses. There's 9 seconds left. BB Hate has a huge Guts lead. Wind up punch at 63% will win him the game. Gonna hit. BB Hate wins it 2-1. Edenfeld's been having a bit of a rough time in B. He has. A little bit. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Giga Impact and Mochi up next. You know I saw this video, right? And it said dragons drop off in higher stat caps. Yeah. Something like that. It's very handsome and probably right. Well, I wonder if he would argue with me on Facebook or on YouTube. Somebody should ask that guy if he knows how to make money in Monster Rancher. You're really the only bet on him? Well, guess nobody got anything except for Damon. I love Dragon. So the thing is, that video is not indicative of hard mode. Dragon is busted in hard mode. It was really funny because I was talking about Dragon being bad on stream, and Chaotic Assassin, the guy who rose Kiryu, the Gidris in the Battle League, was like, oh, I guess that's why my Gidris is doing so bad. This Dragon sucks. And it's like, you got no excuse on hard mode. In hard mode, Dragon is fucking nuts. Dragon's so good. Like, easily top 5. Scratch doing big damage. If I had to pick a top 5, it would probably be Naga, Monal. This is no specific order. Naga, Monal, Dragon, Phoenix, Undine, probably. I think that's my top 5 for hard mode right now, not including Raki and Metalner. We're just obscene. Believe it or not, my builds are a lot better than they were a year ago. No, they are, absolutely. Roll attack hits. It's not enough to kill. Giga Impact has one shot here, one opportunity, and he's walking backwards. Into another roll assault. Mochi took the opportunity. Giga Impact loses game 1. Oh, there's a little chip on the inside of this glass, and it just caught my lip. Didn't cut it, but like snagged it. Now I'm worried. Can't drink out of that side of the glass anymore. So I gotta like fist it. I can't. I got this mic stand in my way. I can't lift this hand high enough. I'm not having good luck tonight, Nash. I'm having. What are you talking about? Keyboard and cup. Oh, my keyboard's been garbage for a while though. It's like $30. Frost gonna do big damage there. Not enough to get the KO. Giga Impact still in this. I love how Zilla slaps his whale. His whale. He slaps his big old whale. His tail when he walks. Oh, roll assault bonks him right in the nose. There's another grit. 4 seconds. Once again, Giga Impact's got 2 seconds to walk forward and make something happen, but he does not want to. Mochi is gonna win that one 2-0. And Mochi and BB Hate kind of swap places here. BB Hate did really well last time, and Mochi did terrible last time, and now Mochi is in first place. BB Hate is 0-6. Which is not great. Fuck! Oh my god! It's okay, we get to change the scenery. It's okay to get those occasionally. Okay. So, Offrey. Matchups, I think they're fairly similar, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know, because there's a lot of monsters fighting here that when they fought last time, they were in the same bracket. There's only like 3 monsters here different than last time. Mochi gets the win. Offrey and Yoshi prediction is live. Damn, yeah, Mochi with a 5-1 record right now. He's doing pretty good. Oh, sorry, Baby Hate's not 6-0. He's 5-1 or 1-5. 5-1. Damn. That's the opposite of what we're looking at right now. Okay, Offrey and Yoshimitsu. Thanks for the warning, JP. Just in case you guys are wondering, I will be back at 9:20. Yoshimitsu with the anger still has a slower guts rate, and the anger wore off. Offrey's got 50 guts. What's he gonna swing with? He's gonna Ghost Rush. End stream at 9:20. Ended at 9:19. We're gonna set up a special VIP stream that everyone except JP is allowed to watch. He's gonna be IP blocked. He's gonna be JP blocked. There you go. Final Blade misses. You've seen that move like twice. Ever. And misses that time. Pretty bad for him, not gonna lie. This is the Pigeon Bomb, but it's not gonna do much. Offrey gonna win this one. Going on to game 2. Who's got it? Magic cards, 50%, that misses. Hammerfall's gonna land. Ooh, big damage there. Magic card misses again. Yoshimitsu's got real. Time for him to make something happen. The real Hammerfall. 431 damage. Yoshimitsu wins game 2. Hammerfall misses at 40%. Magic cards in retaliation. Big damage there. Yoshimitsu into the yellow. Doesn't get anger. Probably for the best, honestly. Offrey goes for the Dove Bomb. That misses. Another Pigeon Bomb, 43%. Misses again. Yoshimitsu still in this Hammerfall, 42%. Gonna give him a big bonk. All of a sudden, Yoshimitsu is in the lead, and he has real power and real. That might actually help out Yoshimitsu if Offrey attacks right away. Ooh, the kick misses. And it wears out immediately. How much damage? Can we get 999? That's a miss. Toy Hammer. That misses as well. Yoshimitsu's still winning. Pigeon Bomb, 43%. If he dodges it, he does. Yoshimitsu's going to win. Real wears out. And then he runs the gauntlet and wins that one 2-1. Damn, you're probably angry if you bet on the ghost there. Okay, let's take a look. Their standings after that. Da-da-da-da. Big stocks going up. So, after 6 rounds, we got Mochi in first with a 5-1. Yoshimitsu has a 4-2. Come Here has a 4-2. Giga Impact with a 3-3. And then nobody else. Oh, Offrey has a 3-3. Who has to fight? Giga Impact and Yoshimitsu have to fight. Offrey and Mochi have to fight. So, if Yoshi and Mochi win their next matches, Wilfred's not eliminated yet. And Edenfel's not technically eliminated yet. That's kind of crazy. So BB Hate can't advance. Wilfred still can if he wins this, and then Giga Impact and Offrey lose. I'm here to upset a dog. I'm saying there's a chance. He would also have to have a better head-to-head record than Edenfell. Prediction is live between Wilfred and BB Hate. Yo, Snake from State Farm. How are you doing? Running some Monster Hunter Battle League. Almost done this bracket, but we're doing a nice doubleheader today. Big old doubleheader. 2 heads and all that jazz. So this one's almost over, but we still have another one to go. Okay, here we go. Mr. Slash on the miss. Nobody's landed anything yet. Bite misses as well. Another Twister Slash that's gonna land. Look at that. Dog didn't like getting hit in the face like that. Dogs don't like getting hit in the face. It's a well-known fact. Stab misses at 68. Body blow, there you go. A little bit of damage on the board for Wilfred, but only 19 seconds left. Weapon throw's gonna hit. Does it good? That's a pretty good chunk of damage. Need a source on that? Macho told me he punches his dog in the face all the time, and he's like, he hates it. I don't get it. I don't know why. Weapon, is it going to be enough to kill? It is, because it crits. BB Hate wins that one. Why would you do this? Can't believe you've done this. Another Twister Slash. Oh, 2 for 2. Big old twisters. Can't imagine Macho ever punching a dog in the face. Me neither, hopefully. I mean, I'm not there every minute of his life, you know. I don't know what he's getting up to. BB Hate with 60 guts, 30 guts lead already. Angry Weapon. Hits him. Big weapon. Big punch. Damn, dogs don't like that. Don't do that. That's not playing nice. That's a 2-0 for BB Hate. He eliminates the dog from the tournament and from life. Can't believe this is happening. Next up, we got Gigas. And he's also a dog. He's got a bigger dog. And this guy's made top 4. So, you know, it's not that bad of a day for dogs. Edenfell EX and come here. So BB Hate gets the win. CH and Edenfell. Okay, 25 seconds. Oh. Something popped on my arm when I did that. That felt weird. Armageddon stomping on his head? Doesn't like that. It's a one-hit KO. Edenfell 1 win away from having a shot at top 4. Misses that one. This is going to be hard to come back from. Dust Cloud. A little bit of damage. Tiny bit of Withering. Charge missed at 60. Look how long it's going to take him to be able to attack again. We're halfway through the match. He's only lost 2 guts to Withering. Charge hits. There you go. He's finally able to attack again. He's in the yellow. Another charge that's going to land. Oh, Eden fell. Unfortunate. Poor unfortunate soul. Eden fell, loses that one on the Armageddon miss. Tongue slap hits. Ooh, big opener. Big closer. Come here, wins that one 2-0. 2-1. Jeez. It's a big move. It's what they like to call a heavy tech. Giga Impact, speaking of heavy. He's my brother. And we got Yoshimitsu. Last chance qualifier, baby. Yes, sir. Everybody's got a shot at that. Giga Impact and Yoshimitsu. Second and last match before top 4 prediction is live. Make your bets. Eden will do well tomorrow. He may. It really depends on what the standings look like. You're coming back at 9:20. Didn't see Amuro do well. Rox is gonna win, so it's moot. That's true. Only one monster advances. Ooh, body press misses. That was yeah, that's what that move's supposed to do. Gets him with the final blade. It truly is the final blade. Legit killed the whale. How's my stream looking? It's not stuttering or anything, right? I'm having some weird stutters inside OBS specifically, but it says I'm not dropping frames. Looking at it on my phone and it looks okay. So I think I'm fine. Look at that, he's angry. Hits him with the belly attack. Big belly. 2 in a row? 3 in a row. He's got enough guts. No, he gives up. Scratch 59. That'll do it. Giga Impact takes game 2. Giga Impact trying real hard. Move on to top 4 today. Kick at 70. Decent damage there. Knocking up, gonna do big damage. Oh my god, look at that crit. One more hit. Hammer fall. A little bit of damage. There's the anger. His guts rate's a little bit better than it was. Headbutt with the anger at 74. He's gonna win that one. Giga Impact wins it 2-1. And like that, we are on our last match before top 4. We'll play it out, show the final bracket, figure out who our top 4 is, and then I'm going to take a quick break to set up the final elimination bracket. We got Offrey, and we got Mochi. Okay, predictions live. Make your bets. Who do you like here? JP rolls a pixie. So we got 2 pixies today. Not bad. Okay, here we go. Offrey and Mochi. Roll Assault misses. Ooh, Magic Card's gonna do a decent amount of damage there. Hits it again. Way less damage this time. No crit. And no big guts lead. So, that explains that. 1-2 thrust, decent damage, 18 guts down. Offrey still has a really big guts lead. Goes for Ghost Rush, which isn't going to do anything. Mochi and Offrey both at 45 guts. Goes for the headbutt. Whiffs that one. Offrey can win this on crit magic cards pretty easily. Dove Bomb without a crit will still kill as well. 88% hits it. 198. There's the grit. Offrey can just drop another bomb if it wants. 8 seconds left. That's exactly what it goes for. And he hits another one. Saying even when my opponent gets a grit comeback, only works when I do it. Only I make grit. Offrey up 1 game. There's one more. Is he at 3? Oh, he would love a win here. He's still fighting for top 4. He's got a shot if he wins this. Magic Cards lands 246. Magic Cards of 93, hits again, minus 19 guts, just like that. He locks Mochi out of attacking. Offrey is going to get the next chance to attack. Or will he before his opponent does? Pigeon Bomb, 84%. Thrust at 63, that whiffs. Offrey now with a 30 guts lead. Goes for the Pigeon Bomb at 87%, this will kill. He lands it. That's a KO. Offrey wins that one 2-0. So, the fact Mochi didn't win a game there is going to be important for figuring out who top 4 is as well. Okay, let's take a look at our standings. So, after 7 rounds, who do we have in first? Mochi has 5 wins. Come Here has 5 wins. Yoshimitsu has 4 wins. Offrey has 4 wins. Giga Impact has 4 wins. So, one of those monsters is going to be eliminated. First, we got to count up Mochi and Come Here. Come Here is number 3. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wins. Pretty good. Mochi is number 7. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins. Okay, so it's going to be Come Here first, Mochi in second, and now who gets third, who gets fourth? We have Giga Impact, Offrey, and Yoshimitsu. Giga Impact is 4. Is how many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the worst you can have with 4 wins. Not looking good for him. Offrey has how much? He's number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not right. No, I'm looking at Yoshimitsu. He's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's going to guarantee Offrey a spot. But what about Yoshimitsu? Yoshimitsu is number 6. He has how many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. And then who won the head-to-head between Offrey and Yoshimitsu? Yoshimitsu did. So our top 4 is going to be Come Here in first, Mochi in second, Yoshimitsu in third, Offrey in fourth. Giga Impact just barely misses it. Did his best. And yeah, so there you go. That's our top 4. We'll be back right after this. Hold on, where's my BRB? There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing well. This is week 24A of Monster Rancher Battle League. Today is the last day of rank B before the last chance qualifier, which will be happening tomorrow, meaning that today we will see 4 monsters advance from B rank to A rank, and then tomorrow we will see the final monster advance from B rank to A rank. After that, that's it for the league. Insofar as at that point we move on to A rank entirely, and then after that we are in our playoffs. So today our top 4 for our first one is Come Here in first, fighting Offrey in 4th, and Mochi in 2nd, fighting Yoshimitsu in 3rd. Okay, so I can change. Do this fucking. There we go. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get so Mochi Offrey won that one. Let's get this prediction going. CH and Offrey. Can't hide from JP. Fuck. Spooky proposition. Hold on. Hold on. Let's take a look here. Hold on. Let's take a look. We're going to take a quick detour into YouTube because the guy responded. This is so funny. Let's take a look. So here we go. Feel free to watch his videos. This is the most obvious case of mad cuz bad I've ever seen. Yeah, we're replying. We're getting in the middle of it. I've already looked at your other videos, Mr. Moosebone. Okay, so let's go back. Here's what this guy said. So we're looking at this, you know? My first video, Life on the Ranch. He's like, I love how he suggests an extremely expensive training method and does zero to explain how he has so much money to afford it. The guy's a troll. There's no way you can get stats up to 999 and make that much money without cheating. Your monster's lifespan is shortened every time you compete, which is your main source of income. The lifespans are just too short in this game to get stats plus all that money. You guys are all fucking cheaters. None of you guys have ever played this game. He gives you some great tips, but definitely overpromises, and the forced humor is so cringe. Debatable. You're 30 years old being mad about Monster Rancher on Discord or on YouTube, so there you go. It costs $15K a year to do the no rest method, and you can gain 100k in every single expedition. You don't get to insult me and then piss your pants because I retaliate. The money making methods in this game have been known for literally 2 decades, and you're just embarrassing yourself. In the clips, I have maxed money. They're a thing. Clips I have maxed money. They're on a file where no, fuck it. Maxed money. I accidentally used a cheat to max out my money. Forgot to turn it off, but no, so the thing is, I did accidentally forget to turn it off. I'm trying to figure out how to word this without him being like really weird about it. I had like $3 million, and when I was testing something once, I accidentally turned on the max money cheat that comes stock with EPSXC for the plugins, and it gave me max money. I'm just gonna say I used a cheat to max my money, forgot to turn it off, but I already had millions. Plenty of people do as well. If you can't figure out how to make 15k a year playing this game 20 years after release, then don't worry, I'll make an especially hand-holdy video for you later. There you go. Which video is this on? This is on my Life in the Ranch video. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck them. There you go. There's your 15 minutes of fame, dipshit. Back to the league. Here you go. Come here versus Offrey. Offrey opens the damage. Mr. Bones Moose. That's me. Mr. Bones Moose is my dad. Call me Mr. Moose Bones. You think I'm raising money to build builds? Yeah, that's also the thing, right? So the thing is, I don't give a shit if you max your money. So like, personally, like, I'm honest man to say I didn't raise it. I didn't max it on purpose. Like, that wasn't my goal. I wasn't like, this game's too hard. But if you're sending me monsters and you have maxed money, I don't really give a shit, right? I don't care how long it takes you to build up your money. Like, if you want to do it legit, you have fun doing that, that's fine. You don't want to do that, that's fine. You want to spawn in 4 paradoxins, holy shit, pigeon bomb to kill it. Like, you don't want to go on expedition and get paradoxins and re-roll over and over again. I don't care. You don't want to do that. Who fucking cares? I'm still gonna beat your monster. You know? Still gonna do better than you. Oh, That's yeah, that's Life on the Ranch. That's my first one. Yeah. Magic cards and misses. Yeah. Also, here's the match here. Right? Anyway, sorry if that was too cringe for the Zoomers in here. Another 100 game years, you'll have to do it. Yeah, it's fine. You want to do it, you don't want to do it, it's shit, whatever. Right? It's like, what it comes down to is it's not a thing I can police unless you just have 9999999, like maximum money, right? Once you have a couple million, it's essentially infinite money. It might as well be infinite money. Pigeon bomb lands. And a dove bomb. Oh, Offrey's gonna take that one. The grit comeback. How many grit comebacks has he had? I feel real bad for everyone betting against Offrey today. Jeez, he moves on to winners finals. And next up, we got Mochi and we got Yoshimitsu. He said, "You can't kill me, I'm already dead." Exactly. Unkillable. You're the only one betting because he was lonely? Yeah. I feel that. Sometimes that's how it'd be. But yeah, I'm not responding to that guy anymore. I got my jollies out. That was fun. But, I mean, if he wants to keep going, you know, feel free to watch my other videos, brother. When I do my money-making video and stuff, I'm definitely going to give him a shout-out. Be like, some moron said this, and I'm going to do a thing. Headbutt again, misses. Ooh, final blade, not enough to kill, but that's a lot of withering. Yoshimitsu's still chilling. Roll assault 53%. Ooh, hits him. Big damage. Kick kills. So that's a win for Yoshi. Game 2. Roll attack opener. Another roll attack. Misses again. Yoshimitsu's still sitting pretty. 30 seconds left. Has not been hit yet. Trying to get the good banana roll on the port. Dude, it sucks. Trying to get it to work. Bananas suck. The good thing is, if you don't want to be ultra degenerate, you can still just do the normal no rest method, right? It's not as good. You're going to lose a couple hundred stats in the long run over a monster's life. But, you know, it's fine. Come here and Mochi. There you go. So Yoshi, man, everybody wanted Yoshi in that one. Here's our losers finals. We got CH and Mochi. Predictions live. Doing the Lepus, I got to get as much of 300 weeks as you can. Well, 350-ish with Peaches. Well, I mean, 375, right? 2 times hard drill? What are you talking about? You can also do the modified 4th week stuff if you want. Macho. It's long, but there's no RNG involved. A little bit of damage on Roll Assault. Procs Anger immediately. I hit my knuckles real hard on my desk. That sucks. Tongue Slap misses. Big damage. Roll Assault, big damage as well. Sorry, Roll Attack, not Roll Assault. He's angry again. Which one is that? Is there a guide in the fact? So, if you don't want to roll bananas, you can just do a heavy drill on the 4th week, and then a heavy drill on the 1st week, and nuts oil on both weeks. Or it's nuts oil both weeks, and then nuts oil mint leaf, then nuts oil, mint leaf, something like that. If you want to do 3 weeks, you can do nuts oil, banana, nuts oil. But, I mean, that doesn't really change anything because you're trying to avoid using bananas in the first place. See, I'm pretty sure it's nuts oil, and then on the next time it's nuts oil, mint leaf. I do believe. Cloud again, not doing much. Ooh, sleep tight. I think it's still at anger active. That's gonna be a lot of withering. Minus 36. New no risk method, just having bad luck on 1 week of rolls. Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes that happens. Who won game 1? I've already fucking forgot. These matches are taking so long, and I'm saying nuts oil so many times, my brain is just melting. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD back. Come here did? Okay. So, Mochi forcing a game 3. Loser of this will have to make it work in the last chance qualifier because they will get no more chances at rank B. She takes a little bit of damage there. Roll attack at 67%. Misses that one. Dust Cloud 99. Tiny bit of damage. A little bit of Withering Headbutt at 63. That's not too bad either. Charge at 90. Big. Both monsters have enough guts to attack. Dust Cloud not to play though. Slap not really the play either, not going to do nearly enough damage to make a real impact. Foolery into the sleep tight. Oh my god, Foolery costing you a chance at rank A. Oh my god. That's unfortunate. So, Come Here moves on to losers. That means we've got... Where is it? Hold on, who's on the top? Let me check my... There you go. Offrey. 1% Foolery. Sorry, I can hear my wife trying to get in. Give me a sec. Uno momento.
This has been ready for a bit, but here's super rad Gabe Love.
We got new key fobs, and I don't think they work very well. Hey! Thanks, Rosa. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. You missed the rant earlier, but you're here for the Monster Rancher, which is nice. And that's why everyone's here, you know? Nobody wants to see me teach them how to argue on the internet. Thought someone was trolling me? Oh, no, so they were not. Oh, the emote being said out loud. Super Red Gabe Love. What was the rant about? Oh, just we're laughing because I'm finally getting enough traction with my videos that people, I'm attracting the weirdos who get really angry and leave YouTube comments. Yeah. Oh, you were here for that, yeah. It's nice. It's a milestone, you know. I'm finally getting to that point. Oh, this is a good time to get real, but his opponent's got power. This is terrifying. Magic cards at 50. Only did 210 damage because real lowers the amount of damage you take. So this is best 3 out of 5. He wins 1. Well, he saw it on Twitter. Yeah, but I got a notification on YouTube about something, and it turns out he responded to me. Because I made a little goofy comment in response about how he's bad, and that's okay. And then he's like, well, you're not allowed to insult me and this and that. And it's like, brother, like, no, you don't get to be a piece of shit and then whine when I call you out on it, you know? That's okay. I'm a big fan of people who want to start beef, and then as soon as you say something, they're like, hey, you're being mean. And it's like, yeah, that's the point. Fucking dipshit. Like, do you not know how this works? What was the intention behind your comment? You're mad at me being mean. Offrey up 2-0. I've had like nothing but good comments though. It's been so nice doing this and being at the level I'm at, and this was just kind of like the first realization that with the new game coming out, I might actually get more eyes on my stuff, and that could end up having negative consequences because it means I will have to deal with people being babies. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yoshimitsu probably not going to get a chance to attack again. Look at that. Look how slow that guts rate is. Just the beginning. Yes, it is. Offrey, speaking of just the beginning, is moving on to A rank. He wins that one 3-0. That's pretty big. That's a big-ass win. Now, we got Yoshimitsu, and we got Come Here. But, well, you can mess with them and not take it to heart. Oh, I don't take it to heart. It's really funny because the comment is just, like, kind of bafflingly dumb. So I'm not too stressed about it. I'm just excited because, like, I've never had anybody try to get into it with me on one of my videos before. So I'm I don't know. I used to be a huge piece of shit. Sloppy steaks. I don't know if you guys get that reference. But when I was younger, I used to like get in internet arguments and stuff all the time. And as I've gotten older, I've realized how fucking dumb that is, and I don't really do it anymore. I'm getting a lot better at letting things go. Prediction is live, just in general even. But I saw someone else doing something that I may have done 15 years ago, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm better at this than you are. The Will of the Ghost from last season is in Offrey. What was his name? QED. He made it to rank S. It's a good ass ghost. Sometimes that's all you need to learn. Yeah, exactly. Offrey doing well now that he's out of C. It took him long enough. This is crazy though. This is Yoshimitsu's second week in rank B. Come Here's very first fight in rank B. One of them is advancing, along with Offrey. Excited to see Offrey without power text. I like Intelligence Ghost. I think Intelligence Ghost is pretty nice. Nobody agrees with me. in hard mode or in vanilla. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. The very first tournament I ever won was with an intelligence ghost, and people were like, "Wow, this build sucks ass," and it did kind of suck ass, but I got pretty lucky. Sometimes that's all you need. Hammerfall misses. But yeah, that reminds me, it's coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the first tournament I won, because it was the Halloween tournament Jack ran 2 years ago. Needs more subs for variety. I mean, I don't know what you would do with it, to be honest. Wow, last second Hammerfall, gonna take it. Hammerfall doing big damage there. Make cute monster ghosts. Have you not seen Ghost? Ghost is already a cute monster ghost. Oh. No, we've talked about this on stream a bunch of times, so I don't know how much I want to get into it again, but I don't think Ghost as a subbreed makes any sense thematically. I think monsters with a ghost sub, so like they're like translucent or whatever, would make sense, but I don't think Ghost having any subs is a bad thing. I think Ghost having subs is kind of bizarre because Ghost would always be that monster. Okay, so yeah, that's last time we talked about it, that's what I said I think is the best play. I think Ghost can mix with other monsters and like it can work thematically, but that would have to be the monster that spawns, you know? If your first Ghost was the monster that died, yeah, exactly. Ghostzilla could be a pirate. That'd be dope. Yoshimitsu trying real hard to win his 3rd game here and move on. Come here just needs to hit him with something. Sleep tight 35%, not the best chance to hit. Hammerfall, you can bonk on the head. And that's it. Yoshimitsu is moving on to rank A. Means Zilla Ghost? No, he means Ghostzilla. He means a little ghost with an eye patch and a pirate hat. Okay, so congratulations to Tarf and to Cronius. Your monsters are moving on. Fuck! How does this keep happening? That would be adorable. Ghost is one of my favorite monsters. I love Ghost. It's really funny. In Monster Hunter Battle Cards, I have him in a bunch of decks trying to make him work, but he's fucking terrible in Monster Hunter Battle Card. And I don't know. I would love to be able to figure out how to use him, but he's just not good at all. I can't come up with a deck that works at all for him. I've said at all quite a few times. Yoshi wins that one. Here you go. Grand Finals. Offer Yoshimitsu. Prediction is live now. Both these monsters are moving on, but for seeding purposes, we do need to know who wins and who does not win. We're going to take a quick break after this just so I can get up and stretch, and we'll be back with bracket 2 of the night, which will be a lot of fun. We're going to end a little bit late tonight, but we'll be fine. Okay, Offrey opens things up with magic cards, pretty big damage. Offrey won this one 3-0. His prediction is pretty close. $500 to $230. No, they weren't that close. I'm looking at something else. What? Oh, Mattmore. Mattmore rolls an Undine. Yeah, it's close. It's 678 to 661. That's pretty crazy. So Maddie gets an Undine. Ghost 2 wins away from winning the whole tournament. Toy Hammer not the move to win it. Punchlands? Oh, 181. kick misses at 49%. Ghost Rush can do a tiny bit of damage. Still has a Guts lead. Magic Cards 53, misses that again. Yoshimitsu on 50, most of his moves. Hits another Toy Hammer, again, tiny amount of damage, not really going to equate to much. Goes with a 20 Guts lead all of a sudden. Pigeon Bomb 44. You get a weird view from within the geometry of the outside building. Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Offrey just needs to land one of anything. Toy Hammer 54, dodges the low kick, both monsters can still attack. Yoshimitsu can still win this. Magic Cards with a huge Guts lead. And I lied, it wasn't that big of a Guts lead. It was a tiny Guts lead. Kick lands. It's enough to kill Yoshimitsu. Stops himself from having to win 3 in a row. Game 2. Dove Bomb lands. Pretty decent damage there. Yoshimitsu down to half health. Hammerfall misses at 40%. Offrey got a cool hat. He does have a cool hat. Little magician boy. Toy Hammer. Some damage. Ghost is interesting because I unironically think Tank Ghost with power is the best Ghost build. Intelligence Tank Ghost with power. I don't think I can say that about any other monster in the entire game. Hammerfall misses. Another Magic Card. He gets him. He's now on tournament point. Yoshimitsu needs to win 2 straight just to reset. And he's got to win a whole other set after that. This is looking like kind of a bad matchup for Yoshimitsu. Not gonna lie. He does have the one-hit kill potential, but nothing's really ever sitting higher than 50%. A lot of damage there. Perfect roll, too, because Offrey can't take another hit from Yoshimitsu, and he doesn't get to proc power. So that all worked out. There's Anger. Look at that. Dove Bomb looking real nice. Goes for Ghost Rush, which is probably his worst play. But he hits it, so, you know, worst things could happen. Low kick going to take that, and we have a game 5. That was a perfect damage roll from the Hammer Fist, the Hammer Fall. Toy Hammer 55% lands. A little bit of damage there. Laser Sword misses. Toy Hammer misses as well. There you go. There's some damage. Angry. Another Toy Hammer. Give him the bonks. It's doing just enough withering to be irritating. Look at that. Yoshimitsu got withered so much, he's just barely able to attack after all of that. He had Anger for so long. Offrey still has the Guts. He goes for Pigeon Bomb. 42% misses. Yoshimitsu has an easy kill here if he lands one of his bigger attacks. Laser Sword, 47%. That's going to do it. Minus 45 Guts. Yoshimitsu resets bracket. It's looking pretty bad for him. Here we go. Game 1 of bracket reset. Magic Cards opener, not too bad. Sorry, I'm just updating bracket real quick. Yoshimitsu at half health. Dove Bomb 40%, lands. Not enough to kill. Yoshimitsu's still alive. Hits the Hammer Fall. That's a one-hit kill. Yoshimitsu, you know what? I lied about this being a good matchup. Fuck, my bad. Hopefully this doesn't ice him. Hopefully this doesn't ruin his momentum. I gotta re-enter these monsters real quick though. Arm hurts from the vaccine? Rough. Is that your second dose or your first dose? I've had both of mine for about a month now. Want to practice Melty Blood? How are you liking Melty? It's not a game I'll ever get. I have a lot of friends who are having fun with it, but I just personally, like, I don't like the art style at all. I don't really like the mechanics that much, and like I know the new game has a lot of different stuff that the first game didn't, but I find the particle effects and like the attack effects are very, very hard for me to like follow with my eyes. Like, I don't really know what's happening. It makes it very difficult for me to stay invested. Yoshimitsu now all of a sudden on tournament point. Feels really good. Love the character. Is not that overwhelming visually or execution wise. Yeah, it fucks with my eyes. I don't know what the deal is. Something to do with those the translucent effects. I don't know how to describe them. There's a couple of games, a couple of anime games like that. Cross Tag, BB Tag is like that as well. Like, I just watching it, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Where are these flashes and explosions? My boomer eyes can't follow. But I'll still watch it. I'll watch Evo Top 8 guaranteed. So I like watching games, even if I'm not invested in playing all of them. Magic cards 55%, 202 damage, no crit. Would have killed on a crit, guaranteed. He can swing still. Ghost Rush 49, that misses as well. Misses again. Fate anime from Type Moon have a lot of bright effects like that too. Yeah, I feel that. Dove Bomb 44. Looks great to you? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Magic cards misses as well. I know a lot of bigger fighting game players are playing it, and they're all like, it's a shame that this has to stay a small game. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you like the game, just, you know, don't be a dumbass. Just promote the game. You like playing it. Everyone likes playing it. Why does it have to be a smaller game? It doesn't. You just don't have that Sigma mindset, you know? Sigma grindset, even. Pigeon Bomb 46%. Yoshimitsu still on tournament point. Offrey's got to win 2 straight here. Kick, misses. Ghost Rush. When that misses, we blame Pigeon or the Ghost. Ooh. I think it's Ghost. It's his timing. Don't be the villain of Mega Man X. Be the hero of Mega Man X. What's his name? Robot Joe. I don't know. I don't remember his name. Pigeon Bomb 46%. Yeah, that one's gonna land. Offrey all of a sudden forces Game 5 in the bracket reset. I was so excited to be done this bracket early so we could get going with the next one, and here we are. Game 10. Offrey versus Yoshimitsu. As even as it could be. This is the magic cards. That's just Yoshimitsu, that's true. Toy Hammer misses. Hammerfall 45%, that misses as well. Dove Bomb 43. But no, it's still Mega Man. Oh. I guess that makes sense. 920. I'm pretty close to 920. There you go. I get to finish my stream at 9:19. That's what I said. GG's. We're done. Let's go home. No, I'm not actually done. But it's perfect that I actually get to end this at 9:19. All playing, baby. Look at that. Hits him with the final cutter, the big cross slash to win the whole thing. Little golf clap for Yoshimitsu. Congratulations to Cronius and to Tarf. Your monster's moving on to rank A. Haven't heard from Tarf in a little while, so I'm probably going to have to reach out to him specifically and let him know to get his ghost dunned. Got to get it done did. Cronius, I'm sure, will have this guy done immediately. So yeah, hang tight for 3 minutes as I get up and stretch and get some water, and we'll be back with bracket number 2. Week 24 of the Monster Hunter Battle League. Thank you, guys.